Listen closely to the words I speak to you today, for they come from a place far beyond human understanding. These are not just simple words, but words from my heart, filled with deep meaning, love, and warning. I do not speak to cause confusion or fear without purpose, but because I care for you, because I am your Father and Creator, the one who formed you long before you were born. I know every detail about you, from the hairs on your head to every tear you have shed. I speak to you now, at this very moment, because I see what you do not, and I want to prepare you for what is coming. You may not realize it, but your health is at risk. I know these words may be hard to hear, but they are not meant to hurt you, but to wake you up. The enemy has been working in silence, waiting for a moment of weakness to attack your health, bringing with it weariness, illness, and exhaustion. But I will not stay quiet while you are in danger. I will not stand by when my child is at risk. And so, with urgency and love, I speak to you now. If you listen carefully, if you pay attention to my voice and follow me with all your heart, this danger can be stopped. It is not certain. It can be avoided if you respond with obedience. I know the heavy burdens you have carried for so long. I see the long days and even longer nights you face. I know the moments when you have been alone, shedding tears in silence, feeling overwhelmed by life. I have seen you push yourself to the limit, carrying on without rest, ignoring the subtle signs from your body that something is wrong. You have accepted this constant exhaustion, this unexplained pain, as normal. But I, the one who lives within you and knows your heart better than you do, have felt the warning signs. I have sensed the weaknesses, the imbalances starting to appear, and nothing about you is hidden from me. I know you better than you know yourself. I can see the flow of your blood, the rhythm of your heart, and all the things going on inside you that you cannot fully understand. This is why I warn you today. Do not ignore this voice. Do not turn away from this call. This is not just your imagination or an emotional reaction. It is a spiritual alarm. It is a message sent directly from heaven, aimed at your life, your body, and your soul. The week ahead is extremely important for you. It's not just another week. It's a turning point, a time when heaven is ready to intervene if you are willing to follow my guidance. I have opened doors for you, paths that lead to life, choices that will bring healing and protection. But I also see the traps the enemy has placed along the way. If you are not careful, if you do not take this message seriously, you may fall where I intended to lift you. Every word I speak brings life. Each word I give to you now is given with purpose, crafted with love. I do not speak lightly. I speak with the weight of eternal love. I speak because I have good plans for you. I have set you apart for something great, and I will not let what is starting in you be interrupted by an illness that can be prevented. I don't want you to live in fear, but in awareness. Fear makes you stop, but awareness wakes you up. I am waking you up now. I am calling you to turn back to me, with all your heart, all your strength, and all your mind. Not so you can worry, but so you can find rest in my direction. I am your refuge, your peace, your healer. But you must walk in my will. You must separate yourself from what harms you. You must set aside time to rest, care for your body, and pay attention to the signs I have been sending through my spirit. I am not far away. I am here speaking to you, and I will continue to speak because I love you more than you can understand. I have written your days in my book, and they are meant to be filled with life, not cut short by something that could have been avoided. Pay attention now. Do not take this message lightly. Do not say in your heart, "This doesn't apply to me," or "It's not that important." It is more important than you realize, and it holds more hope than you can imagine. Today, I continue speaking to you, not in a rush, but with an endless patience that desires to reach you before it's too late. My words are not just ordinary words. They are filled with spirit and life. They are truths coming from above, clear enough to cut through the darkness of doubt, yet gentle enough to calm your heart. I am not here to judge you, but to cover you with my voice, like a shield, protecting you from harm that you cannot even see. Danger does not always roar loudly. Sometimes it slips in quietly, like a whisper. Sometimes it hides in your habits, or in what you think is normal. You felt these signs recently: tiredness that won't go away, pain that comes and goes, a foggy mind that never clears, and an anxiety that seems to have become a part of you. These signals I placed in you, not to punish you, but to warn you. I gave them to you so you would stop, think, and realize that your body is not yours to do with as you please. Your body is my temple, a sacred vessel I created to carry my light, reflect my glory, and show my presence to the world. When you ignore it, when you don't pay attention to the signals I've placed in it, when you push your body too far in the name of duty, success, or independence, the light I put inside you starts to fade. It's not because I take it away, but because you block the path through which it should shine. The enemy sees that crack and tries to take advantage of it. A sickness is on its way. Yes, I say this clearly: it has not been sent by me. I am not the source of evil or pain. This disease comes from the broken world you live in, a world damaged by sin, polluted in its food, air, thoughts, and ways. A world where death is hidden in plain sight, disguised as success, endless work, and pleasure. The enemy wants to use those seeds to weaken you, to distract you, and to silence the voice that I have given you. Your voice, when it joins with mine, has the power to drive away the darkness. When you live according to my will, your life becomes like a flame that sparks hope in others. But I do not allow you to be harmed without first showing you a way out. And today, in this holy moment, I am offering you that way out. I am giving you an opportunity to rest, a call to bring order back into your life, and a chance to return to me. First, take a moment to calm your heart. You've been rushing, believing that everything rests on your shoulders, thinking that if you stop, everything will fall apart. You've made yourself believe that your worth is in what you do, in what you accomplish. But your strength is not found in constant motion. True strength is found in me, in the peace of my presence, in the quiet where I speak softly to your soul. You've believed that to be strong means to never stop, but real strength comes from knowing when to pause and allow yourself to be renewed. Come back to calm, slow down, and let go of the noise. I didn't call you to run without purpose. I called you to walk with me. When you rest in me, I heal you in ways you can't even see. There are healings that happen deep inside you, in places no one can touch, no medicine can reach. Not everything shows up right away, but in the quiet obedience to me, I start a work in your heart, in your mind, in your body, things that no doctor can fix. I am the one who restores what has been worn down. I am the one who heals the damage inside you. I align your thoughts with life, but I need your surrender to do this. The stress you've been carrying is like a storm inside you, a storm that never stops, a battle that's been going on silently in your body and mind. Storms wear down the vessel that passes through them. It's not just the water that gets in, it's the pressure, the constant tension, and the fear you've been holding inside. But today I say to you, let me speak peace to your soul. You don't have to shout for me to hear you. I am closer than you realize. Right now, I am with you. Quiet the storm in your heart. Let my word calm the waves within you. Don't wait until you're broken to come to me. Today is your moment. This is your call. When the storm inside you settles, your body will begin to heal. And it won't just be physical healing, it will be a complete restoration. I will heal your mind, your emotions, your soul, but I need you to say yes, to surrender, to obey. Don't wait any longer. You not say, I will deal with it later. This week is a door, a chance, a specific moment in time. The enemy wants you to ignore it, to continue as if nothing is wrong, to believe that everything will just pass. But I, who see the end from the beginning, am telling you, now is the time to stop and listen to me. Nothing comes to you without a warning, and what you are hearing now is my voice offering you mercy. I have been watching your path. I know every step you've taken, even the ones you made alone, when no one knew what you were feeling or thinking. There has not been a single moment when you were out of my sight, even when your soul was full of noise, when your heart was full of doubts, when your decisions were more about your exhaustion than your true desires. I have been there, not to blame you, but with patience, not to condemn you, but to surround you with mercy that the world can never give. You have been carrying much more than you should. You've gotten used to living with pressure that doesn't come from me. You've learned to ignore your pain, to push through your exhaustion, to accept the disorder as just part of the routine. But what you call a routine has actually been a trap that slowly shuts doors inside of you, dimming your spiritual sensitivity and making it harder for you to know what is from me and what isn't. I have sent you signals. I have placed pauses in your life. I have allowed things to not go as you hoped, not to frustrate you, but to speak to you through those interruptions. But you kept moving forward without stopping, thinking that what you felt was normal, that everyone lives with this kind of pressure, that it's just how life is. But this constant pressure is weakening you in ways you can't see. You were never meant to carry it all without surrendering to my guidance. And now, your body is starting to show what your soul has been quietly crying for. You've noticed that the fatigue feels different, that one night of sleep no longer refreshes you, that your mind struggles to focus, that your mood is low for no clear reason, that you have aches you can't explain, that there is a weight you can't lift without knowing why. What you are feeling is not just physical, it is the result of what you've allowed into your life and what you have failed to surrender to me. You have made space for striving, for noise, for excess, for habits that quietly drain the energy I placed inside you. You have shut the door to true rest, to the nourishment your soul needs, to the deep connection with me that fills every part of your being. This is not punishment. It is a warning. It is not condemnation, but an opportunity, because you still have time. There is something ahead that wants to attack you, but my will is not for you to fall. My desire is for you to overcome. You are not at the end of your purpose. You are at a turning point where everything can be healed if you choose to surrender. Not as someone who gives up, but as someone who, by stopping the struggle, allows the Creator to heal them. There are habits you need to let go of, not because I demand it, but because those habits are draining the love I placed in you. The unhealthy eating, the relentless pace of your schedule, the lack of space to breathe in my presence, all of it has taken a toll. And now, your body is sending you clear signals that must not be ignored. If you continue to overlook these signs, the damage will grow. But if you listen to the quiet voice speaking to you now, you can change the course. I have protected you countless times without you knowing, shielding you from sickness, stopping negative diagnoses, and covering your organs when they were in danger. But this time, my protection from outside forces is not enough. This time, I need you to cooperate from within. I need you to make room for what matters, to release what doesn't help you, to turn away from what drains you, and to choose life even if it feels harder at first. Your body is not just a tool to survive. It is a sacred place that was created to carry my glory, and you have been pushing it too far. The world tells you to keep going without rest, to compete, to achieve, to produce, to never fail. But that voice is not mine. I do not measure your worth by what you produce. I have never loved you more for what you do. True growth comes not from human effort, but from a deep connection with the eternal. And that connection grows stronger when you let go of the need to control everything and choose a slower, more peaceful pace, one that is more in line with my heart. In the days ahead, a window of opportunity will open, a short but powerful season, where what seems difficult now will start to come together if you follow in obedience. I do not ask for perfection, but for your willingness. I do not expect you to understand everything, but I ask that you trust enough to change direction. The illness does not have to touch you, but if you do not make room for order, it will find its way in where protection once stood. This message is my hand reaching out before the storm, my shield offered before the impact. Do not wait for external signs to confirm this. The truth has already been placed in your spirit. You know this is real. You know you cannot keep going at the same pace. You know something must change. And what you now see as weakness will become the beginning of new strength if you choose to take this call seriously. Do not put off what needs to be done today. Do not delay the surrender that could protect your health, your mind, and your purpose. What had been quietly building up inside you will soon surface. Not because I want to expose you to pain, but because what you have ignored for too long can no longer stay hidden. Your body does not lie, and neither does your soul. Both have been sending you signals for some time, signals you chose to ignore in favor of outside demands, daily expectations, and the pressure to seem fine to others. All of this hath been like a mask you've used to cover up what truly needed attention. But it can't stay hidden any longer. There comes a time when what's inside becomes stronger than what's outside. A time when what you've been putting off will start demanding your attention. That moment is coming, not with force, but with persistence, because something inside you has been calling out for renewal, for breath, for real rest, a space where you can breathe freely again, not just physically, but spiritually. Even if your body holds on a little longer, invisible processes have already started. These processes need to be stopped now, before they take root, before they take over the areas I've reserved for fullness. What is coming cannot be avoided by sheer will or human understanding. It will only be faced with a change from within. This is not a call for surface-level changes. It is a deep shift, a letting go of old habits, a courageous step that begins by admitting that you cannot keep going the way you have been. It's not about doing more, but about letting go. It's not about adding more effort, but about freeing yourself from the weight of unnecessary burdens. The decisions you make now, even the small ones, have eternal consequences. You are about to face many of these changes, not in front of others, but in the quiet of your daily life, in the choices you make, in what you decide to allow, what you prioritize, and what you choose to consume. Many of the things that have been weakening you haven't come from a big mistake, but from a series of smaller decisions that seemed harmless at the time. But now, the wear and tear they've caused can no longer be ignored. What you've called a habit, or part of growing up, is actually a cycle that needs to be broken. If you don't break it, life itself will force you to do it, but it won't be gentle. I am showing you new paths. Some of them may not make sense right away. They will challenge your logic. They may seem either too simple or too difficult, but in these paths there is life. In them, there is protection. In them, I have hidden the miracle you long for, not as something flashy, but as an inner transformation that no one else will see at first, but that you will deeply feel. It will feel like fresh water in the middle of a dry field. It will be a new order created from within, bringing peace where there was once stress and strength where there was once exhaustion. I will also bring people into your life. Some are already close to you, but you haven't really seen them yet. Others will come into your life now, not as saviors, but as tools I will use to give you something important. Don't depend on them, but learn to receive from their presence what I need to give you through them. Learn to recognize them. Not all of them will feel good at first. Some will make you uncomfortable because they will show you parts of yourself that you don't want to face. But behind that discomfort, there will be truth, and though truth may be painful, it will set you free. This is a time of restructuring. Don't expect everything to stay the same if you choose to obey. What you thought was stable will change. Some things will shift. Some relationships will cool, some routines will break, and your mind may struggle to accept this process. But every change will bring life. Every shake will prepare you. Every interruption will give you the chance to build something stronger, more real, and more aligned with who you truly are and what you were meant to be. In the coming days, there will be moments when you feel a different kind of weight. It will not be something you can touch, but something within you, a spiritual weight you cannot explain, as if something hidden deep inside is being brought to the surface. Do not be afraid when you feel this. Do not try to escape that feeling. It is part of the healing process. It is the proof that something is being removed, that what has been buried under years of pressure, unhealed pain, and emotional exhaustion is coming to the surface to be healed. It's not about going backwards, but about letting go of what has been holding you so that you can move forward with freedom and lightness. You are not alone in this. Even if you can't see it, I am working on your behalf at every level, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. I am restoring your whole being, not just your body, but also the way you think and the patterns that have controlled your life. I am undoing the false beliefs you've accepted as truths. I am showing you what you should never have carried. And as you allow this inner work to happen, it will also start to show up outside, changing your relationships, your health, your ability to rest, and your capacity to enjoy life without fear of what's ahead. What feels like a shake right now is the start of a new, stronger foundation. What feels like a break is actually a preparation for something more solid. And what feels like weakness is the place where my strength begins. There are things happening that you cannot see, but they are shaping everything that is to come. In the unseen world, changes have already started. The choices you make now won't only affect your current well-being, They will impact parts of your future that you may not yet fully understand. This is not an exaggeration. It is a spiritual truth. This time is holding the seeds of your future, and not just any future, but one that has been carefully planned for a long time. Some cycles need to come to an end, not because they were bad, but because they have already served their purpose. Continuing them out of comfort or fear of change will only wear you down. You've moved forward with strength and courage, even when things weren't clear, and that has been noticed. But now, it's not just about keeping up the same pace. It's about increasing your spiritual awareness. It's about acting with wisdom and not being stuck in the same patterns. It's about recognizing that some atmospheres need to shift. Habits must die, environments must be cleansed, and thoughts need to be replaced with new ones that align with what I want to establish in you. At this point, there are things that can no longer stay by your side, not because they are bad, but because they are not meant to continue with you on the next part of your journey. There are companions who, unknowingly, have fed distractions. There are environments that have dulled your awareness. You've tolerated small mistakes, justified certain behaviors, and avoided necessary confrontations, all in the name of keeping peace. But peace that costs you your inner truth is not true peace. It's an empty form that steals more from you than it ever protects. You cannot carry everything, and you are not meant to. In this time, you will need to release burdens that are not yours to carry, responsibilities you took on that are not part of your true purpose, and expectations others placed on you without asking me first. If you continue to carry what was never meant for you, you will find yourself weakened just when you need to be strong. This process is not a loss, but a cleansing, and with it, new clarity will come. Not the clarity of human understanding, but spiritual clarity, the kind that knows where it should be, when it should speak, what it should protect, and what it should let go of. That kind of clarity cannot be earned through time or effort. It comes from surrender. And when it arrives, you will know you are walking in step with something much greater than yourself, something eternal, something that is not affected by what happens around you. There will also be resistance. Not everything will let go easily. Some things that need to leave your life will try to hold on, not because they have power over you, but because you have given them space for so long that they now feel like a part of you. But do not confuse habit with destiny. Just because something has been with you for years does not mean it was meant to be part of your future. If you have the courage to release what feels familiar but is no longer healthy, you will find a freedom you didn't know you needed. Listen closely to the words I speak to you today, because they are not just empty words or words from humans. They are words from my eternal heart, filled with truth, warning, purpose, and deep love. I do not speak to confuse you or upset you for no reason. I speak because I love you, because I am your Father, your Creator, the one who formed you before you were born, the one who knows every hair on your head and keeps your tears in a bottle. I speak to you now, at this very moment, because I see what you cannot see. I know what lies ahead, and I want to prepare you so that you are not caught off guard by evil. You are on the verge of becoming ill. Though these words may sound harsh or bring fear, they are not meant to hurt you, but to wake you up. The enemy has been working quietly, searching for a way and looking for a door, a crack, or a moment of carelessness to strike at your health, to bring fatigue, illness, weariness, and exhaustion. But I will not remain silent while this happens. I will not close my mouth when one of my children is in danger. And that is why, with urgency and love, I speak to you today. If you listen to me with all your heart, if you open your spiritual ears and pay attention to my voice, this crisis can be avoided. It is not certain. It has not been set in stone. The direction of your life can be changed if you choose to respond to my call with obedience. I see the weight you've been carrying. I know the long days and even longer nights you've endured. I have seen you in the quiet moments when you are alone, shedding tears no one else sees. I've watched you push through, relying on your own strength, ignoring the quiet warnings from your body that something isn't right. You've called exhaustion that wasn't normal. You've justified the pains in your body, the muscle tension, the unexplained tiredness. But I, who live inside you, who know your thoughts even before you speak them, have felt every sign, every weakness, every imbalance that is starting to appear. There is nothing about you that I don't know. I know you better than you know yourself. I can see the flow of your blood, the hidden rhythm of your heart, and the processes inside you that you can't even understand. It's why I warn you, don't ignore this voice. Don't silence this call. This is not just a figment of your imagination, nor an overreaction. It is a spiritual alarm, a message coming directly from heaven, speaking to your life, to your body, and to your soul. The coming week is critical for you. It is not just another week on the calendar. It is not just another passing moment. It is a turning point, a place where heaven wants to intervene, but only if you are ready to walk in obedience. Listen carefully right now, because what you are about to receive is not ordinary. It is not just another message among many. This is a direct call from heaven, a spiritual awakening meant specifically for your heart. You didn't get here by chance. You're not listening to this by accident or out of impulse. I, the Lord your God, have planned this moment long before you were born. I have set this word before you as a seed of transformation that must fall on good soil, in your thirsty soul, in the spirit that has been quietly crying out. So, I urge you not to let your attention wander. Don't allow anything to steal what is rightfully yours. Every word I speak is full of spirit and life, designed to break chains, clear paths, and bring light into the darkness. Stay here with me, because what I am releasing will immediately change your direction. This is not just a passing motivation or an emotional high. This is a command from heaven, a direct intervention from the King of Kings in your life. I am sending a fresh wind over your life, a wind that blows away the dust of defeat and wakes up what has been dormant within you. Even now, as you listen, things are happening in the invisible world. Angels are being sent, doors are opening, and answers are on the way. The prayers you thought were unanswered have reached me, like a sweet fragrance. The tears you shed in secret have been stored in my bottle. I have not ignored your pain, and I have not turned away from your cry. I am the one who sees, who hears, and who answers. Look closely. I've already started to open doors that have been shut for years. The same doors you knocked on with faith, with weariness, and with pleading, but they did open. Now, they will open before you as if they were never shut, not because you deserve it, but because I have chosen to extend grace to you. This is a time of urgent intervention. A miracle is coming straight to your home. It's a miracle prepared with divine precision, fitting the deepest need of your soul. Nothing and no one will be able to stop it, not the enemy with his traps, not the past with its pain, and not fear with its lies. Nothing will be able to block what I have already declared open. Feel my presence now. It is not just your imagination or your emotions, it is real. I am surrounding you, covering you, healing what was broken, straightening what was twisted, and protecting what belongs to you. Do not be afraid, you are not alone. I am with you in the fire, in the storm, in that diagnosis, in that family conflict, in that moment when you thought everything was lost. My power is not too weak to save, nor are my ears too deaf to hear. Today, I speak with authority. This is not a long, drawn-out process. This is not a season where you'll have to wait for years. This is an immediate intervention. I am working right now. While you listen, I am acting. While you believe, I am releasing. While you receive, I am restoring. I know the conversations you've had in silence. I know the nights when you thought no one understood your struggle. I know the diagnosis that seemed final, the doors that were slammed in your face, the betrayal that broke your heart. And through all of it, I have been there watching, waiting for the right moment to step in. This is that moment. Do not let this word pass you by. Do not ignore it. Do not treat it as just another message. This could be your last call, the final opportunity before the change that will turn your story around forever. Stay here, do not leave yet. I am sealing this word with fire. It is personal, it is direct, it is eternal. While you listen, while you believe, while you declare your faith with an amen in the comments, you are touching the manifestation. I am here. I am the one who opens doors that no one can shut. I am the one who promises and fulfills. I am your God. Listen closely now, because I am speaking to you as your eternal Father, the one who formed you in your mother's womb, the one who knows every part of you. This message is not for everyone. It is for you, and only for you. Every word I speak has your name written in the invisible. And while you sit here, still and focused, I am working in places you don't even know how to reach. I am entering the deepest parts of your heart, the places where you hide your fears, your pain, your frustrations, your exhaustion, and your doubts. Do not ignore this voice, for you are standing on holy ground. This moment hath been set apart by me to set you free, to restore you, and to push you forward. I am removing the pain and bringing balance where there used to be instability. That emotional roller coaster, the up and down mood swings, and the uncertainty that has made you question your faith are now being replaced with a firm foundation. I am placing your feet on solid rock, not on shifting sand. I am steadying your inner self so that you no longer have to live at the mercy of your circumstances. You have been called to lead, not to be dragged along. You were made in my image, and within you lies not weakness but a strength that you have yet to fully realize. Keep listening, because every word you hear is part of what I am pouring into your life right now. I see the atmosphere in your home. I know it better than you do. I understand the tension in the air, the awkward silences caused by wounds that haven't healed. I know the words you hold back out of fear of starting more conflict. But now, I am entering with both power and tenderness, the only one who can turn anger into calm and fear into peace. I come as the Prince of Peace, and my peace is not shallow or temporary. It is a peace that transforms your surroundings, that brings rest, that allows for forgiveness and a fresh start. I am doing this now, as you listen. Yes, right now. Every moment you stay focused on my voice is a moment of supernatural action. Don't let anything distract you. This is not a message you can pause. It is a life-giving current, a river of truth flowing directly from my throne. Every word brings deliverance, and every declaration brings breakthrough. Some tried to steal your joy. I know who they are. There were those who tried to put obstacles in your path, hiding their true intentions. But hear me now, none of them had any power over what I've already planned for you. I am above all manipulation, all hidden agendas, and all the injustices that have risen against you. Today, I declare that every invisible barrier is crumbling. The wall is breaking down, the arguments are falling apart, and the traps are being dissolved. And not only that, the very people who worked against you will watch with their own eyes as I move on your behalf. You won't need to defend yourself. You won't have to explain your journey. You won't waste time justifying your process. My intervention will speak for you. The work I will do will be so clear that your enemies will be left silent by my power. This is your day of vindication. I am bringing honor where there was once shame. I am restoring your dignity where you were once despised. I am moving hearts on your behalf. Yes, people you never expected will start opening doors, releasing resources, and clearing the way for you. They won't do this out of kindness or because they like you, but because I am moving them. I am the one who touches the heart of the king, and today, I have bent hearts in your favor. There is no luck, no coincidence. Everything is being directed with perfect precision. Every conversation, every meeting, every glance is being planned by me. I am the God of every little detail, and I am placing you in positions you once dreamed of but thought were beyond your reach. And as for your health, listen closely. Do not fear any longer. I have seen the nights when you lay awake, afraid of tomorrow, filled with painful thoughts. But today, I declare that order is being restored. Every system in your body is receiving a direct touch from my hand. Your blood, your bones, your organs, your mind, everything is being renewed. What the doctors called chronic, I called healed. What seemed impossible, I am making possible. This is not a human treatment. It is the touch of the living God upon your life. And I am not only working in you, but I am also caring for those you think about day and night, the ones you pray for without stopping, the ones far away, and those going through battles you cannot fight for them. I have already reached them. I have placed protective barriers around their paths. I have already set new routes for their safe return. Do not lose peace over things you cannot control. I control everything. Nothing escapes my care, neither distance, nor time, nor the decisions of others can stop my hand from reaching them. I also know the days when you felt surrounded by jealousy, hurtful words, and unfair judgments. And even though you stayed silent, your soul was wounded. But today I have seen you with new garments. I am giving you honor instead of confusion, authority instead of shame, and peace where there was once a storm. Before your thoughts were even formed, I had already written your story, every step, every sigh, every tear, every victory, and every quiet moment. I have seen it all, and I have held it in my hands. You have walked through places where it seemed there was no way out. You've been surrounded by conflicting voices, heavy situations, and decisions made by others without thinking about you. Yet, here you are, still breathing by my will, held not by your own strength but by mine. You are not lost or without direction. Every moment you didn't understand, every door that remained closed, every conversation that hurt, every time the applause was missing, every part of it was seen by me. And even though I didn't always show you why things happened, you were never outside of my plan. I know everything that's happened around you, and I have not ignored it. I've seen the moments when you just wanted to disappear, when words hurt more than any physical wound, when the coldness from those you thought would support you felt like ice inside your soul. I know the things you've kept to yourself, the times you wanted to speak but stayed silent to avoid causing more hurt or being misunderstood. And I know how difficult it was for you to stay strong when everything inside you was telling you to give up. But every moment you chose to resist, every time you believed without seeing, was honored by me. It has not been in vain. I am bringing a restoration that is not temporary, not emotional, and not superficial. It is deep, firm, and unshakable. The parts of you that you've never shared with anyone, those places where you've hidden your exhaustion, your desire to just rest from it, all those are the places I am working in now, in what no one else sees. Because I'm not just interested in healing what's visible, I am touching what has shaped you on the inside. I'm not offering a quick fix or a surface-level escape. I am uprooting the lies you've believed about yourself. I'm removing the thoughts that were planted in your mind since childhood, those words you should never have heard, the rejections that changed how you saw love. I am confronting the false image you created of yourself because of failures, abandonment, and comparisons. You are not weak. You are not a mistake. You are not behind, and you have not lost your chance. I am restoring the time you thought was wasted and turning it into a testimony. Right now, I am moving out what doesn't belong inside you, the constant worry, the fear disguised as caution, the insecurity that held you back in situations where you should have moved forward. I am bringing balance where there once were impulsive reactions. Where there was inner turmoil, I am placing peace. Where there was emotional instability, I am bringing clear direction. Where there was confusion, I am drawing lines of purpose. I see your home, but I look beyond what is visible to the eye. I don't just see the walls, the furniture, or the rooms. I see the silences, the unresolved arguments, the generational wounds that continue to repeat. But I come as the one who can change the atmosphere. I am transforming memories that were marked by pain into memories that are redeemed by grace. What was once a source of shame will become a testimony you will share. Those who live with you, even if it seems they don't listen, don't change, or don't understand, are being touched. My word never returns void, and everything I have declared over your house will be fulfilled. I also know the faces that smiled at you while hiding envy in their hearts. I have seen the hands that reached out to greet you, while secretly wishing for your failure. I have heard the conversation that never reached your ears, but I heard them clearly. You didn't defend yourself, and that was wise. You didn't seek revenge, and that was just. For that, I am your defender. I am tearing down every wall that was built against you by human hands. Every word that was thrown as an attack becomes powerless. Every hidden plan loses its strength. You will need to argue or fight. The evidence will be in my support over your life. I'm aligning new connections, bringing healthy relationships into your life. People will come to you, not with hidden motives, but with divine purpose. Some will open doors for you, others will be there to support you through the process, and others will simply walk alongside you with loyalty and honor. What you lost was never meant to stay. What caused you pain but left had to go. What is coming will not come with more pain, it will come with joy. There are things I am working on that you do not see. I am making moves in your favor in places where you haven't been. Conversations are taking place where good things are being said about you, even if you don't see the results yet. Resources are being released, hearts are being changed. Not because you have the right contacts or know how to influence, but because I am in complete control. Nothing that hath been set aside for you will ever be lost. And when it arrives, it will come at the exact right moment without delay, without any lack, and without conditions. I am acting now, without the need for any warning, because my faithfulness is not tied to the human calendar. What once seemed like a permanent part of your story, what seemed unchangeable, is being taken away. I am rewriting chapters you thought were finished. What doctors had declared final, I am undoing. My hands touch more than just the physical. They reach the emotional, mental, and spiritual parts of you. Your entire being is responding to my presence. Nothing escapes my touch, and what I am doing with you is also reaching those you've prayed for in silence. There are people for whom you silently wept, who are now being touched by my power in this very moment. They are not lost, they are not beyond held, and they are not beyond my reach. Everything hath been seen, everything hath been counted, and now everything begins to change. There are things you have waited for so long that you started to believe maybe they weren't meant for you. Not because you stopped believing, but because time, the passing of days, and the seeming lack of results began to wear down your expectations. But what you didn't know is that while you thought everything was stuck, I was working deeply behind the scenes. My silence wasn't because I didn't care, but because I was preparing something that needed to grow with the right time. The delays were not punishments, but protection. I kept you from stepping into places before you were truly ready and saved you from paths that would have cost you your peace, your spirit, and your purpose. What seemed like an activity was divine preparation. Today, you are stepping into a new season. There is a new energy in the air around you. It's barely noticeable to others, but you can feel it. It's as though something inside of you knows that change is coming, even if you can't quite explain it yet. What you are sensing is not just intuition. It is my voice speaking to you, telling you that the heavens have opened on your behalf. There is an invisible bridge between what you dreamed of and what you are about to experience. What has been built in the spirit over time is beginning to show in the natural. You no longer need to understand everything. You have reached a level of maturity where you now understand that my way of acting doesn't always match your expectations, and that's okay. Not everything needs to be understood in order to be received. Some blessings will come in forms that seem strange, but they will still be from me. I will give you things that don't look like what you asked for, but they will be better than you imagine. I will place you in situations that were never part of your plan, but they will reveal parts of you that you didn't even know existed. In this new season, you won't live by logic, but by direction. And that direction will come without noise, without struggle, with a quiet confidence that can only come from my spirit. As you move through this change, I am also changing the way you see yourself. For so long, you have defined yourself by what you lost, the mistakes you made, what others said, and the unfair comparisons. But all of that is being broken down. I am showing you what I see: value, strength, beauty, purpose. What others didn't recognize, I have honored in secret. What was rejected by people was chosen by me. There is nothing in you that I despise. On the contrary, every part of your story, even the difficult chapters, has been woven into my plan to display my glory. All the changes I am bringing into your life are not just about receiving blessings, but about a complete transformation. I am preparing you to handle what you couldn't have managed before. I don't want you to experience the fulfillment of a promise only to lose it later. That's why I'm making invisible covenants with you right now, covenants of wisdom, discernment, emotional stability, and spiritual consistency. What I am bringing to you won't be temporary. It will be part of your new identity. You will not go backward. You will not fall into old cycles, and you will not be controlled by your emotions. You will have control, direction, and vision. I'm also letting people with purpose along your path. The connections you need for this new season won't be forced. You won't have to beg anyone to stay, seek attention, or plead for recognition. The people who come into your life will do so by my direction. They won't be a burden. They will be a source of momentum. They won't bring confusion, but clarity, and they will help you put the pieces together. In the season, you won't be able to move forward with shallow relationships. While on certain distance and certain break and certain silence. Not everyone who was with you had the strength to go to the next level. You are not alone in this change. I am already ahead of you, preparing a way. There will be decisions in the days ahead, and you will know exactly what to do. Not by analysis, but by the peace I give you. You won't have to force the right door to open. It will open on its own, and you will know it's mine because it will not bring stress or pressure, but peace. Don't worry about things you cannot control. I've been in every detail. Even in the moments that seemed unimportant to you, I was there. The choices you think ruined your path, I am redeeming. What you thought was lost forever can still be restored. Not everything is gone, and not everything is written in permanent ink. I am still writing, still shaping, still surprising you. I am also bringing understanding for things that once confused you. There are issues that didn't make sense, situations that felt unfair, processes you couldn't understand. All of that is starting to make sense. Not because everything will be revealed all at once, but because I give you peace even in the things you don't understand yet. That is revelation, to know you are in my hands, even when you don't have all the answers. Spiritual maturity doesn't come from having everything clear, but from trusting while walking through the unknown. And you are walking by faith, not by sight. This is the time when many will see what you did in secret. I am raising you up, not to make your image shine, but so that others can see what my hand can do when someone chooses to fully surrender. The exposure you face will not be for personal glory, but for testimony. What was grown in silence will now bloom for all to see. But your heart will remain protected because you no longer rely on praise or fear criticism. You've learned that your true source is not the opinions of others, but my voice, which never stops speaking. Everything I am bringing into your life will not end with you. There are generations behind you who will be impacted. I am breaking long-standing patterns, behaviors, attitudes, ways of thinking that didn't match my truth. You are the turning point. You are the break from the old ways. Through you, others will experience freedom, healing, and guidance. You began this journey, but others will walk further because of the work I am doing in you right now. What you are going through is not just an emotional season. It is a complete transformation I have started and will bring to completion. There is no mistake, no enemy, no situation that will make me change my plans. What I said, I will fulfill. What I began, I will finish. And what is coming will be greater than what you left behind. You are stepping into a new phase where the weight you've carried for so long will begin to lift naturally. There is a new sense of lightness surrounding you, not because the challenges have vanished, but because your spirit has been strengthened in a new way. It hath been shaped in the unseen, in seasons when everything seemed dark but something eternal was being ignited within you. It wasn't visible to those who watched from the outside because many only see what shines outwardly. But I see the root, and what I planted in you has been growing without you even realizing it. And now, things are starting to come together, not only by my power, but because your inner self is ready to carry what you couldn't before. It has been tested in your character, in perseverance, and in quiet obedience. I know how many times you chose to keep moving forward when everything around you urged you to quit. And though no one celebrated those small steps, I saw them as great progress. You didn't need grand stages to show your faithfulness. Your consistency in hidden places was more valuable than any public recognition. That is the kind of heart I am using to bring about new things in your life. This time is unlike the last. You are not stuck in a repeating cycle. You are not trapped in a spiritual loop. You are being moved forward by a force that doesn't come from emotion, but from a conviction that cannot be explained by words. That conviction wasn't built by you. It was planted by me because what lies ahead requires a strength that cannot be built overnight. I am securing your foundation. I am making it so that the things that once threw you off balance will no longer have the same power. The voices that used to disturb your peace are losing their strength. The fears that once froze your decisions are dissolving without resistance. And that is no coincidence. It is a clear sign that the new has already started in your life. Listen carefully, because what you are about to receive is not just another word. It is not ordinary. It is a direct message from heaven, a spiritual wake-up call specifically for your heart. You didn't come across this by accident. You're not listening to this by chance, or just a random impulse. I, the Lord your God, have planned this moment long before you were born. I have set this word as a seed of transformation that must fall on fertile soil in your thirsty soul, in your spirit that has been silently crying out for help. That's why I urge you not to let your attention wander. Do not let any distractions steal what belongs to you. Every word I speak is spirit and life, meant to break chains, open paths, and bring light into places of darkness. Stay here with me, because what I am releasing will change your direction immediately. This is not just some passing motivation or temporary illusion. It is a command from heaven, a direct action from the King of Kings over your situation. I am sending a fresh wind over your life, a wind that blows away the dust of past failures and wakes up what has been dormant within you. Even now, while you listen, things are moving in the unseen world. Angels are being sent, doors are opening, answers are coming. The prayers you thought went unheard have reached me, like sweet incense. The tears you shed in silence have been gathered in my bottle. I have not ignored your pain, and I have not closed my ears to your cry. I am the one who sees, who hears, and who answers. Look closely, because I have already started to open doors that have been shut for years. The same doors you knocked on with faith, with exhaustion, and with desperate pleas, but they didn't open before. Now, they will open as if they've never been closed. Not because you earned it, but because I've decided to extend my grace to you. This is a time of urgent intervention. A miracle is heading directly to your home. This miracle is prepared with divine precision, perfectly suited to the deepest need of your soul, and nothing and no one can stop it. Neither the enemy with his traps, nor the pain of the past, nor the fear with its lies, can block the access to what I have already declared open for you. Feel my presence now. It is not just imagination. It is real. I am surrounding you, covering you, restoring what was broken, fixing what was out of place, and protecting what belongs to you. Do not fear, you are not alone.